Hi, everyone. So we are both super honored to talk to you about how technology can empower design to build better experiences. And this topic is not just affecting our agency, but it's reshaping the whole the whole industry and the whole creative industry and the digital landscape. And in a world where dramatic change is the new normal, like the fusion of design and technology is redefining how we work and the experiences we create.
And this is the perfect space to talk about this, as tools like Webflow are leading this new digital movement. So let's dive into it, guys. Over the past decade, the market has been relatively easy to navigate. But overnight, the pandemic hit and everything changed.
Yeah, many of us were forced to stay indoors. You all know that. And people started spending way more time online, and that led to tech companies to start hiring more people and expanding and forcing them to actually change their websites. And to keep up with that speed of change, they also had to change these websites super, super fast.
Websites started to lose their charm and became more and more plain. The focus was mostly on operation and not on innovations. It was all about changing fast and getting customers in as fast as possible, mostly known as clean websites.
Yeah, I think some actually calling them more like solution-driven or conversion-driven websites, but that have changed drastically. I mean, this doesn't work that well anymore. The market has become way more challenging to navigate. I mean, we had tech layoffs, we have AI reshaping how we work and the type of impact that we have on work, and we have people, especially we have people looking for new meanings on life and on work and everything that surrounded us.
People are not anymore just looking for information. People are now seeking meaningful experiences, emotional engagement, and most of all, connections.
Yeah, I think we passed through an era where content is not king anymore. SEO is not the driven force that it was before. Conversion is not just driven by metric. The name of the new game is actually emotional engagement.
It's all about generating feelings and make people resonate and connect with your brand on an emotional level.
People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
This quote cannot be more true for websites. So let's do a small test together. All visualize one website, one you know really, really well. It can be your own, can be from a company you like. Just imagine that website. You will have one.
Your favorite one. Your good one.
Don't get your phone out, guys, and start Googling. Just imagine, think about it. You all got one? Cool. Can you recall the exact wording on the homepage? What is written below the hero section? Think about it.
Anyone? Can anyone remember?
If yes, raise your hands.
I mean, I'm not judging. I mean, I wrote the text on our website, and I still cannot remember what it says after hero. So no judgment here. We are in a safer space. And this is part of it. I mean, it's not what you say, it's not what you do, it's how you make the users feel. I mean, content is important, but content is just one piece of this puzzle. And it's all about the feeling of engaging with the brand, and it's not pragmatic, it's emotional.
Brands need to tell their stories. They need to communicate their values, how they are perceived, and how cool they are. Every piece of content, every image, and every animation needs to evoke a feeling.
Yeah, this is quite interesting actually. 75% of users will stop engaging with the website if the layout isn't attractive. And this is a study from Stanford University. This is how important a website look and feel is. It's not about sharing information, it's about creating emotional responses. And it's not what you sell, it's how you sell it. For example, Nike doesn't sell you shoes. They sell you the feeling of running, the feeling that you can do anything. It's like, just do it, right? And this concept is nothing new or revolutionary that we bring in here. This is something that a lot of brands like Nike or Apple or Disney inclusive have been doing this for quite a while.
But this is no longer only for big brands. Every brand, small or big, needs the strategy to stand out. Websites that push the boundaries in animations and uniqueness are going to be the clear winners. Those are the websites and brands that are sticking in our heads. So how do we create unique websites that are emotionally engaging?
Yeah, I mean, every unique idea is coming out of innovation. So you make this happen by deep diving and trying new things. You make this happen by embracing different perspectives and collaborating between teams, by experimenting with different ideas and embracing all of these ideas all together. And that's when the magic happens.
That's how you build unique and emotionally engaging websites. But remember, all of this takes time. As Albert Einstein said, it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer.
Yeah, and he said it, but I mean, that's great. Like, all you need is time, but too bad because we don't have time. I mean, especially how the market is evolving, time is not something that is as free as it was before. And the market is asking for building more with less. But I mean, we all feel that pressure. We all feel that times are just getting shorter.
However, it's not just about time, it's about maintaining quality. But here's the catch. If we only prioritize speed, every website is going to look the same. So how do we create unique websites, especially in a market where timing is crucial? How do we push for uniqueness when launching a few weeks later could hurt your revenue or market position?
So the challenge here is basically how do we stretch time? But how do we get more time to designing better experiences? I mean, it's all about design empowered by technology. I mean, normally design and technology have been quite apart from each other.
Design normally focused on aesthetics and user experiences, while technology executed the design. Today, these two worlds must collaborate really closely together. Technology empowers us to create unique experiences and fosters more human connections.
Yeah, so how does this translate in technical times? This is basically what a traditional approach will look like. Like, a project will take like 24 weeks or more even. I mean, and this worked pretty well for a lot of time. I mean, you have a lot of time for design iteration, you have a lot of time for innovation and trying new ideas, you have a lot of time for collaboration between teams, but the problem is that you have a lot of time, and that's something that we don't have.
So what's the other options, what we can do? Of course, there's also the no-code approach. You could spin off a template, compress design and development time together, or even let AI create a website for you. But if you do this approach could probably get a website around like 4 weeks for you.
Yeah, and as a serious brand, you truly want to make an impact and stand out. I mean, this is not the way. I mean, it's like saying I want to change the world, and my brand is going to have a huge impact, and I'm only going to dedicate and invest 4 weeks on it. That's it. Like, it's like, make it happen.
So what is actually the way? Easy. Find a middle ground. We understand that your brand probably doesn't have 6 months to create a new website, and compromising quality is also not an option.
So this is the way that actually we like the most. I mean, we call it pure coolness because actually calling it the refocus way was too Mandalorian, so she didn't allow me to do that. So we basically just reduce time on discovery, reduce time on development, and a fraction of those times that we're saving, we pour them inside of design. I mean, maybe it's not a website in 4 weeks, but it's in half of the time of a traditional approach.
So let us share some small insights on how we are making this actually happening. There are multiple technologies out there that can empower you. One of the big game changer is, of course, AI. AI can be used in multiple ways throughout the whole project cycle and have huge impacts on quality and timing. From the most common use of AI, which you all use already, from like note-taking during calls to drafting reports and summaries, all the way to a close collaboration for designers.
But, I mean, let's call it. This doesn't mean that you can just prompt a website in Midjourney and that's it. You call it down. I mean, yes, gorgeous pictures, great quality, but it won't reflect a brand properly. I mean, this is just generic beauty without any meaning.
Exactly. You want uniqueness and stand out as a brand. You want to create emotional connections, so you need to use AI as a collaborator with human creativity and strategic thinking, things AI can't do. at the moment, at least not yet.
Yeah, what AI can actually do is assisting designers and exploring different variations of an idea or even evolving different concepts and all of that like in a fraction of the time. So it's a great tool for empowering designers to stretch the time and push boundaries on the design phase. So it's beyond just taking time from discovery and development, you can also stretch the design time.
For development, on the other hand, tools like Webflow can help you reduce development time. What used to take 15 weeks, now with Webflow, you can probably do in 4 to 5 weeks. That is up to 70% faster, which is a huge advantage.
Yeah, also on top of Webflow, there are also many frameworks and tools that you can basically just super easily integrate into Webflow with custom code, and it's helping us to build better stuff, better experiences, unique experiences in a fraction of the time. Like just to name a couple, for example, Spline is a game changer for creating 3D models, and with a new integration, you can just plug it in quite easily. We have 3GS that is simplifying terribly how to work with WebGL elements, or ShizApp that is actually something that is really cool for creating high-performance animation. But mostly, basically, technology can empower us to refocus our time and to optimize all of these stages so we have more time for designing. Technology empowers art, and art challenges the technology.
The synergy between design and technology is shaping our world in a remarkable way. It's enhancing our lives, driving creativity, boosting efficiency, and redefining what's possible. As a creative industry, we have the responsibility to embrace the synergy and continue to shape a future that's truly unique.
Yeah, we're looking for a future where our websites are just not another website. A future where our websites can create those emotional connections, and a future where you can be driven by design and empowered by technology. So thank you, and we hope that you
enjoy the rest of the conference.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the conference.